Hi friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about the pros and cons of repainting furniture. So this is the second dresser I've done, and then I've done a desk and a TV stand. This dresser is going to go into my little girl's room, and it's going to be a sea, like under the sea type theme. And I'm really excited. So to get started, some of the pros is the sky is your limit. I can tailor this exactly how I want it for her. And that is something that I love because it's hard to find exactly what I want. So that's a way to do it, is to buy something similar to what you want as far as size, but then the sky's your limit. So that's something that I really like. Also, it saves a lot of money. So I bought this used dresser for like $20, which is super cheap for this size of a dresser. And then I'm probably going to end up spending about $15 total to redo it. And so that is fairly cheap, about $35 for a big dresser. And yeah, you can't get that brand new. So that's another thing, is that it's a money saver. And then it is so fulfilling to see it in your house. Be like, I created that. Like, that's something that I did. And it builds confidence. Like the first dresser, I was terrified to do because I was like, oh my gosh, what if it doesn't turn out? What if it looks so bad? Like, what if I don't like it? And all these things. And then I did it and was like, wow, yeah, it's not perfect, but it looks so much better. So that was something that like built my confidence, and I really liked it. Okay. Turning on to the cons. If you can't tell, I am in my kitchen, and that is the dresser part, and I did the first coat yesterday, and then it needed to dry, and then I did a coat during my little girl's nap, and then during dinner I kept moving it back and forth because I needed to use the stove, and then I needed to get into the drawers, and then I needed to, and it was a pain. And then I just put on a third touch-up coat. So that is like a major con. If you don't have the space, you either don't do it or you have to find the space and make it. And so that can be kind of stressful. Another thing is paint just doesn't smell very good. And to have that in your house, if you don't have like a shop or a garage, is kind of like not the best thing in the world. It also creates a mess all around this. I have paper, but there's super messy. I have gotten a little bit of paint on the tile, and then I have to come by and like clean it up. So it can kind of be a messy project. Also, you're your worst critic. You critique yourself more than anybody else probably will. Like even now, looking, I'm like, oh, I missed that spot, and this spot isn't exactly how I wanted it. And so even sometimes now I will look at some of the projects I did, be like, dang it, I did, like, look at that drip mark, or all these things where most people wouldn't recognize it, but because I created it, it bothers me. So that's something, is like, if you're gonna do this and you're not a professional, I am not a professional, you kind of have to be like, you know what, perfection is not gonna happen. That just isn't in the works. So that's another thing that is really hard and a con. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out my final the final look of this, you can go to our blog, or also if you want to find more pros and cons, please feel free to comment below any pros and cons that you would like to add, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.